Alright, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and today, as you can see, I'm about to play Spider-Man 1, the movie video game from 2002 on the Nintendo GameCube. Now, there's other systems that this game is on too, but obviously I only have the GameCube version, so this is the GameCube. Now, if you guys haven't kept up with my channel since, like, December 2021, then you probably maybe didn't know this, but for those of you that do know, I'll go ahead and say it anyway. So, I actually played this game back in December 2021 when I got this GameCube on Christmas Eve when I bought it on eBay, and I immediately started getting into the GameCube games I wanted to play on my YouTube channel at the time. I did Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, where I completed All-Star mode with every character, and then eventually about almost a month later or two, I eventually did Classic mode and Adventure mode with all the characters. And then pretty much after I did All-Star mode with all the characters in Super Smash Bros. Melee, my next attention was this game where I played the whole game as Spider-Man on easy, of course, or very easy, because, you know, I can't do anything more harder than that. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and just go into the options real quick to make sure everything's okay. Okay, yep, everything seems to be fine there. Control sticks are fine. Yep. Just wanted to make sure. So, I played this game in December 2021 for my YouTube channel, and obviously I played as Spider-Man, of course, because, you know, you can play as Spider-Man, but there's a few extra things you can also play as. I mean, well, you can play as Spider-Man, but you can also play as him in other costumes. So if you go to specials and go to the secret store, you can unlock some lockables in this game. So there's 4 different ways how you can actually play as Spider-Man. You can play as him in his regular costume in the game. You could also play as him as Peter Parker, where, you know, his identity is just exposed throughout the whole game. He's not hiding it. You could play as him in his wrestling costume, where it's his wrestler outfit, which is the costume you'd have to start off in the game if you were to play in Spider-Man's normal costume, or if you've seen the movie, then you know how it works. Then you could play as Alex Ross's design for Spider-Man, where apparently some man named Alex Ross had his own design for Spider-Man, which was obviously scrapped and didn't make it into the movie, where if you guys have seen it before, then you may know what it looks like. But basically, Alex Ross's Spider-Man design was a bit different compared to what the official design for Spider-Man in the movie by Sam, whatever his name is, was. Basically, Alex Ross was it kind of was like a Superior Spider-Man look. Like, it kind of reminded a little bit of Superior Spider-Man, basically. It was the red was kind of a little bit more pinkish almost a bit. It was still bright red, but then the other was like black, so it was kind of almost somewhat inspired by Superior Spider-Man, as well as Flash Thompson's Spider-Man, because there's a comic book that basically talks about an alternative world and Flash Thompson was to become Spider-Man, and his costume design is kind of somewhat similar as well. And then, also, while these are the 3 other costumes you can play as Spider-Man in, there's one other feature you can do. Check this out. You can actually play as the Green Goblin. Yes, you can actually play as Green Goblin, Harry Osborn, in this game. I already turned it on because that's actually what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. So in order to play as Green Goblin, as well as play as Alex Ross's design for Spider-Man, you have to complete the game on, I think, very hard, if I'm not mistaken, on the hardest difficulty, or maybe about hard, I'm not sure, but you have to complete it on a difficult level, and if you do it, then you'll get the Green Goblin to play as well as Alex Ross's design for Spider-Man. But you don't have to actually just do that. You can also actually go into cheats here, and you can actually type in a cheat code to actually get the Green Goblin mode available. So basically, the password or the cheat code you have to type is arachnid, which is obviously the name of what a spider is, because, you know, everybody still confuses even till the very day that spiders are not actually insects, they're arachnids. So if you type the word in arachnid, and if you spell it correctly, if you press enter, you'll hear a laugh go on in the background, and that pretty much signals that you pretty much have somewhat got Green Goblin, but it's not over just yet. You don't get him immediately as soon as you hear that laugh. You know, the William Dafoe laugh, you know, ha, 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 you know, that thing, you know what I mean? Sorry, I know that was kind of a little bit bad, sorry. But apparently after you get that cheat code, what you then have to do is you have to go into the game, and you have to level warp, where apparently you have to confront the Green Goblin, and I think you could just go here, face off at the bridge, where basically you just get this cutscene on how the story ends after you defeated him, but I think you have to legit beat the Green Goblin, so you could level warp to the final level where Mary Jane's kidnapped, and you rescue Mary Jane, as well as battle the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, one last time, and then after he's defeated and the game's over, then I think that's when you get, I think that's when you then unlock the Green Goblin to play as, but obviously it's Harry Osborn, so if you play as the game as Green Goblin Harry Osborn, it's obviously meant to take place after when Spider-Man defeats the Green Goblin and Norman Osborn accidentally kills himself when he's trying to kill Spider-Man, just like they did in the movie, you know? So this is somewhat supposed to take place afterwards, even though this isn't really what happened in Spider-Man 2 and 3, but I guess Imagineers or whatever just wanted to imagine what it'd be like, I guess, if Harry Osborn did become the new Green Goblin, if he found out about his father's secret anytime soon. He eventually does in Spider-Man 2, but he doesn't really exactly become the Green Goblin. He becomes the new Goblin. But anyway, that's what I'm here to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually going to play as the game as Green Goblin, because I thought it'd be fun that I show you what it's like to play as Green Goblin in the game. I didn't even know you could even do this until I found out on YouTube, and then I found out the code you can put in, and I did it myself, and I unlocked Green Goblin myself. Now, I actually already did complete the game with Green Goblin once before, but I decided to do it again because I was like, you know what? This will be worth doing a YouTube video for, so I'm going to do it again, and this time play it on YouTube. So I'm going to play through the whole game as Green Goblin, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to start a new game, of course, because I have to start all the way back to the beginning. Now, there are going to be some changes made to the game when you do play as the whole game as Green Goblin compared to when you play as Spider-Man, as well as some different things you can do as Green Goblin compared to what you can do as Spider-Man. So I just thought this would be fun because Green Goblin's actually not that bad to play as in this game if you play as him. I think I still prefer playing as Spider-Man a little more, but Green Goblin has got somewhat better moves, as well as a bit, you know, moves that maybe aren't that good compared to Spider-Man, but he's got some features that are a bit more unique to him, you know? So I thought it'd be fun that I play the whole game again, but this time I play as Green Goblin. So I'm just going to go ahead and just press new game. Yep, this game where we start back in the beginning, of course. Let's go classic, because I gotta stick to the classic controls, and then classic stick, yep. And then here's the difficulty. Okay, so yeah, I think you have to play it on Superhero in order to get Green Goblin if you want to try it that way instead of unlocking the cheat code. I know Easy will probably get you Peter Parker as well as the wrestling costume. Normal, I think, gets something else. I'm not sure. I think Hero is how you get Alex Ross's design for Spider-Man. I think if you complete on a Superhero is how you get Green Goblin. I'm not really sure, okay? I don't remember, but never mind. Anyway, we're just going to stick to Easy because, you know, I can't do anything harder than Normal. I mean, Normal probably wouldn't be too bad either, but I really want to keep it easy because, you know, I don't like to rage, and I can't handle games that go too far up that rank. You know, I want to have fun and enjoy the game because I love this game. Like I said, I could do normal difficulty, but obviously I can't do Hero and Superhero. I mean, I did do Hero when I was a kid to get the Alex Ross design for Spider-Man, but it was pretty difficult, so I'm not going to do that again. Superhero would obviously be, like, crap, you know? It would really piss me off, make me even rage quit. So I just got to stick to easy just to let you know. I mean, you guys probably already know the drill. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Spider-Man 1 for the movie video game from 2002 on the Nintendo GameCube. Green Goblin mode, should I say. So let's do it. Do you want to restart your bonus points? Nah. Let's just get into it. Pay close attention to your compass and height meter. Yeah, so pretty much while it's waiting and it loads the game, it gives you these tips on what you have to do when you play the games. It gives you, like, tips. Of course, we always have to pay attention to that. But anyway, here we go.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Using Dad's Goblin gear is just nuts. That weird invoice I found with Dad's stuff sure made it look like he was hiring the Skulls gang to do dirty work for him. I have to know what he was doing. Look out, Skulls. There's a new Green Goblin in town.
Yep. So here we go, guys. This is the start of Spider-Man 1, the movie video game from 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube as Green Goblin. As soon as you immediately get right into the game and you hear a dialogue come out of Harry Osborn because he's the new Green Goblin, so you heard some dialogue come out of him, and that's what he had to say in regards. So this is the Green Goblin, of course. This is also what he'll look like in Norman Osborn as well, but it's cool you can actually play as him. Now, because this is supposed to take place after Norman Osborn's death, this is obviously going to be Harry Osborn, meaning we won't interact with Norman Osborn when we play the game, because Green Goblin will actually be in the game, and we will actually have like a Green Goblin versus Green Goblin fight, but it's not going to be our father Norman Osborn as the Goblin. It'll just be some random person. And they try to pretend like it's a different person, too, by putting William Dafoe's dialogue as Green Goblin in the game to make it sound deeper. Like, they used an audio to, like, make the voice sound deeper so it'll sound like a different person, so that way it won't be convinced that it's Norman Osborn or William Dafoe's Goblin, you know what I'm saying? But it's still really him. They just deepen the voice to make it sound like a different person. But anyway, So this is where we always start. We do, of course, even start here when we play as Spider-Man. The only thing different about standing here is that Peter Parker's clothes are not there, because in the beginning, Peter Parker has his clothes set right here when he changes into his wrestler Spider-Man outfit. As you can see, that's not even here because we don't need it. But, so, the controls are pretty much just the same. You can run, you can jump, you can do a double jump. You can't wall crawl, obviously, because we're not Spider-Man. You can do punches and kicks, so that hasn't changed. The Y button does something else. You won't be able to do your webbing with Y. I don't remember what else, but you can do combos, of course, if you get some combos. So, let's go to the controls real quick, because pretty much you do have to enter the controls to learn what Goblin does if you want to learn to play as him. So, he's got some unique moves. He can do normal combos just like Spider-Man can, but he's got lots of weapons in his arsenal as well. As you can see, LB does a pumpkin bomb, LX does a pumpkin rocket, Y is a turbo run, where I think it's where you activate the Goblin glider, and I think you can turbo run. Oh, no, it's not. The turbo run is where you can run faster, I think, actually. Excuse me. I think the turbo run is where you can run fast, and you can just dash into enemies. You can press Z to do Razor Bat. LA does multi-bomb. LY does multi-homing. R is activate glider. So yeah, you press the R button to activate the Goblin glider, because we are going to obviously need to use the Goblin glider to get around. And LZ destroy Razor Bats. So I guess you could destroy them if they're next to enemies, just to blow up in their faces. So yeah, we have to press R to activate the glider. Yeah, so Y is just a run move. Sorry, I got it wrong, but Y is just a turbo run you can perform on enemies where you can just dash into them. And there's also moves you can do on the glider. So when we activate the Goblin glider with R button, as you can see, it also gives us some moves we can also do while on the glider. B is guns, Y is inferno bombs, RA is turbo hold, where you can make the Goblin glider go faster if you hold it. X is homing blades, R is thrust, where I guess you can get off of... No. A, and then A, you could jump off the glider, so where you can quit riding on it. But thrust, I guess it's where you hold it. I'm not sure what the thrust really does. I don't perform it too often. I've done pretty much almost every single move before when I played as Green Goblin for the first time in this game, but I'm still not remembering everything. And there's a little tip it also gives you in the bottom as well. As you can see, it says, Razor Bats can attack and repair structures. You could throw your pumpkins on the glider. Watch the heat gauge on the glider. You do damage and jump far with turbo run. Oh, okay. I see that now. So yeah, there's a few tips it gives you as well. So yeah, Razor Bats can repair destructions, because pretty much if you played the game as Spider-Man, like whenever you battle Green Goblin and Vulture, they'll try to destroy some things to distract you in order to get away, and you have to use your webbing as Spider-Man to repair them. But with Green Goblin, he obviously doesn't have webbing, so what we can do is use our Razor Bats to repair structures. And it's actually a little bit easier than Spider-Man's, because when you do Spider-Man's webbing, you have to hold Y until it's fully repaired. But for Razor Bats, they can just easily just repair things, and you just press a button and it'll just do the job for you. So since the Razor Bats can repair things, we just have to press Z. So like whenever we get to those parts when we have to battle Vulture as well as the other Green Goblin, because it's not Norman Osborn, we can just press Z and the Razor Bats will just repair stuff when they're trying to distract us. So it's a little easier than Spider-Man's webbing, just to let you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So let me go ahead and start riding on the Goblin glider. So as I said, you press R to ride. You can move up and down, as you can see, but you have to press the R button in order to start gliding around. So we can we can glide around just like the real Green Goblin can, or like Norman Osborn could do. You can move up and down, you can turn left and right. Pretty cool stuff, isn't it? It's pretty awesome. I really do like this. It's a little easier to control than web slinging with Spider-Man in a way, because you're just flying, Anyway, so how do you make it go faster? Let me see again. Oh, yes, you press A while at it. But it also does do a little bit damage to the bar. So as you can see, next to Green Goblin's life bar, you can kind of see he's got 3 extra bars. Because the blue bar, if you were to play as Spider-Man, the red would be the health bar, and the blue would be like his webbing bar. But as you can see here, there's a Goblin glider that appears next to his health bar, and you can also see that there's a black, purple, and yellow, orange-like bar. So if we would do the turbo boost, we get this green bar that starts filling up. If that goes up all the way, I think that means we can't ride faster anymore, I think. if we throw some of our weapons out, I think that's where some of the purple and orange bar will go away. So let me just try to like perform some of these on some of these enemies here, because we have to go here first to take care of these enemies. So yeah, we press B. Okay, so this bar gets done. So yeah, if we do the razor bats, the B, the X button, apparently that. So yeah, I did homing blades with the X button. That took away some of the purple bar. I think it can be replenished. I'm not sure, but anyway, let's try throwing some pumpkin bombs at him. Oh, I threw my own bomb. Dang it. Dang it, I actually messed myself up. Oh, I'm blowing up myself. Oh, okay, I'm blowing up myself. I'm blowing up my own goblin glider. Dang it. So it's not working, okay. I guess we better do it while we're on the ground then, right? So there's the razor bats. As you can see, they'll just attack the enemies. So, like I said, you could just let this thing attack them for you if you wanted to. Try to see, what else can I do? Ah, yes, this. There we go, that's where you can throw a pumpkin bomb. And then this. There we go. So yeah, you can throw some weapons if you want to at the enemies in order to just, like, keep them holding back, you know what I mean? And this is the turbo run. That'll obviously damage you a little bit if you do that move, but it's kind of cool, you know? What else does he have? Oh, yes, multiple pumpkin bombs. Hang on. That's where you could destroy the razor bat. Sorry, I'm barely trying to learn the Green Goblin here. Sorry if I'm taking too much time here. Oh, I missed that. I somehow missed that. There we go. Well, there's another pumpkin throw. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I'm taking too much time here. I'm just barely trying to learn to play as Green Goblin.
Oh, and I'm just getting started.
Well, I got him. That took a bit of time, so if you do use weapons on the enemies, it kind of will take you some time to kill them, so I just only wanted to show you some of the weapons that Green Goblin carries in his arsenal that you can perform. So those are all pretty much almost all of his weapons that I performed, but as you can see, we did take a bit of damage. I mean, look at the blue bar is going down, the red bar is going down as well, so we'll have to find some health to regenerate. The bars do restore. As you can see, the purple and orange bar does restore, but in order to get our health back, we do have to find some red bar to get our health back. So we will have to look for that. There's a combo I just found. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start targeting some enemies, shall we? So you can defeat the enemies in either two ways. You can perform weapons while on the Goblin Glider or on the ground, or you could just do hand-to-hand combat, which is what you could do with Spider-Man, you know, just like that combo I just got. The weapons kind of take a long time to kill the enemies, just to let you know. So if you keep spamming weapons, it's going to take forever for them to die. For some reason, the weapons don't do enough damage to the enemies to kill them fast enough. So for the remainder parts, whenever I go up against enemies, I'm just going to do hand-to-hand combats and just press B and X, because it's a lot easier. Plus, you know, it only takes a certain hits for them to go down if you do that. So watch this. I'm just going to just... So yeah, see? See? Just like with Spider-Man, it only takes a few hits to take him down, so there's no really point into, like, performing weapons if you could just easily take them down. Obviously, if you do press the...
One of these losers is going to give me some answers.
So if you do press the C button, of course, as you see, the C button does the camera lock where you can keep your eyes on the enemy in case if you lose track of them. And as you can see, Harry will talk from time to time as well. He'll pretty much say some of the same lines as Peter Parker does, but it's just not obviously the same ones that Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker says, you know, when he's on the run. I don't know who actually voices Harry Osborn, Green Goblin, in this game. I'm not sure who that is. I mean, it's obviously not Tobey Maguire, so I don't know who that is, but if anybody knows who does the voice for Harry Osborn, Green Goblin in this game, let me know, because I actually would really love to know who provides his voice. I really would actually like to know. I really want to know who actually provides his voice. Anyway, so yeah, you can see these hand-to-hand combats are just way easier to kill the enemies and just... See, it's just way easier, as you can see. So as you can see, Harry just said one of the same lines as Peter Parker does. I'm sure I'm getting warmer though, but instead of him saying that murderer can't get away from me, you heard him say something else because, you know, when Peter Parker's in this game, you know, he's obviously trying to look for Uncle Ben's killer, but since we're not playing as Spider-Man, you know, some of the lines are going to be changed whenever we try to say some stuff. Now, even though we're not Spider-Man, we could still get some of these things. As you can see, the little blue spider symbol, which can fill up our little blue meter bar. And as well as we can find the red ones that can also rejuvenate our health, which we're going to need to find them because we need to get some health back. Can we jump on these enemies or no? Because I remember with Spider-Man, you can jump on enemies and press the A button and try to attack them. Oh, so you can't do that with Goblin? Alright. That's lame. Because I remember with Spider-Man, you could press the A button while you're on top of enemies, and you can ride on top of them and press B button to punch them, as well as an X button to do like a back suplex move, but I guess apparently it looks like you can't do that here with Green Goblin. Well, that sucks. Anyway, let's continue to ride on. We're going to need to find more enemies, of course. So this might take me a while to complete because I'm just wanting to show y'all everything on what you can do in this game. So if I take forever to complete this, I'm sorry.
Hey, what was that?
Hey, what was that? You're running in the wrong way, boy.
What's with the getup, Joe?
Yep, there we go. So like I said, this will probably take me a bit of some time because I'm just trying to get used to Green Goblin here, as you can see, so I'm just going to take out all the enemies on the rooftop, even though we don't really need to, but I want to do so because...
What's that look like? The Frank wants to play.
So as I mentioned, you can do some of the same exact combos you can do with Spider-Man, as you can see. We're doing the same combos here. And look at this.
Huh. Someone lost a purse up here.
Yep, someone lost a purse. And if you walk up to it again...
I'd find the owner if I had time.
I'd find the owner if I had time. When Peter Parker says that, pretty much he would say, I should really find the owner, but I have to track down Uncle Ben's killer. So, like I said, some of the dialogue, some of the same lines that Peter Parker says, it's changed for Green Goblin when it's Harry Osborn. Now, another reason why I'm wondering who is voicing Harry Osborn is because there is a cutscene where Harry Osborn does show up and he does talk. That's like in the scene where like Green Goblin makes his first appearance and he's with Mary Jane, where apparently I think Harry was actually dating Mary Jane. Like he started dating her after Mary Jane broke up with Flash Thompson when graduating from high school, but eventually Mary Jane grew to have feelings more for Peter Parker, you know what I'm saying? And Harry talks in that cutscene, but I don't think it's the same voice actor as this guy here that's voicing him as Green Goblin, because his voice sounds different, so I don't know. That's why I'm really questioning and wondering who's actually voicing Harry Osborn in this game, but never mind. Anyway, so even though we don't really need to find that purse's owner, obviously this is the rooftop where she'd be at, and she's being attacked by gang members, and if we find her, we can obviously save her, so here we go, we can save her life. Jeez, kick the shit out of her, did you see that? Very disrespectful. Anyway, and then we'll get a cutscene after we rescue this lady.
Thank you so much. You saved my life.
Don't worry about it, lady. I gotta go.
Wait, before you go, I lost my purse on one of the rooftops around here.
On a different rooftop?
Yes.
Different from this one?
Yes.
Are you crazy? Do you just gallivant from rooftop to rooftop?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. I'll go find your purse.
Thank you.
So, yep, we can now go find her purse. And because, obviously, we know where it's at, we're going to find it. So, yeah, some of the dialogue has changed a little bit compared to Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker line. Like, he says some of the same lines, but they're said
Here's her
differently.
purse. I'd better hurry. I have to get back on track.
Yep, we do. So, yep, we're going to return the purse now, and we'll just continue on with the mission. Like I said, you don't really exactly have to do this, but it's a good little extra thing you could do to prove that you're a good Green Goblin. Because, you know, the Green Goblin's really evil, but this really proves that we're a good Green Goblin, and we're not evil like Norman Osborn.
Here's your purse back.
Thank you so much. This city could use more masked vigilantes like you.
If you say so. Try to stay off the rooftops from now on. A lot of gang members seem to hang out up here.
I will. Thanks again.
I wonder if that's Josh Keaton, because you know what? Now that I listen to those lines from Green Goblin, from Harry Osborn, that sounds a bit like Josh Keaton. I wonder if that's Josh Keaton. I don't think it is, but it kind of sounds a little bit like Josh Keaton. If you guys don't know who Josh Keaton is, he's a voice actor. He's done a lot of voices over the years, but he has actually done Spider-Man before in his life. He's done a few other Marvel characters before in other Marvel projects, but most people probably remember him as Spider-Man from the Spectacular Spider-Man show, which is by far my favorite animated Spider-Man show. It's so good. But yeah, Keaton voiced Spider-Man in that game. That kind of, or in that series. And that voice kind of sounds a little bit like him, so I wonder if that's actually Josh Keaton voicing Harry Osborn in this game or not. I mean, this was obvious. I mean, this game came out even before the Spectacular Spider-Man series even begun, but curious to wonder. But never mind. Let's just go ahead and continue. I really need to find some health real badly. I really need to get my health back. So hopefully I can find some red bar I can use to fill up my heater bar, my health bar, because I really need to get some health back. Like, really badly. I really need to get some health. I'm going to try searching on the rooftops and stuff to see if I can find any red bars I can use to fill up my health, because I really need it so badly. Like, I think I should be able to still survive even without me getting it, but I really, really need to get my health back, so I'm going to try to find some if I can. There's another batch of enemies we can bash. Like,
Who's that? Ah!
oh, hello. There we go. So yeah, we gotta be careful with the combos we perform, because if we kind of have a little bit of slack of trying to perform them, we can sometimes get hit, and you know, if I get hit any more times, I may actually die. These enemies are not really that bad to deal with, but you know, you gotta be careful, because they can take advantage of you if you miss a combo and stuff, so we gotta really be careful here. See, like that. Let's throw a pumpkin bomb at him.
Back off, ugly.
Kick to the face. Back off, ugly. That's what Harry said. That's another line that Tobey Maguire Peter Parker says when we play as him, if we were to play as him in this game, but we're playing the Green Goblin, so nope. So I'm almost about to be finished, y'all. We have a few more enemies we can find on rooftops and defeat, but I'm trying to attempt to find some health bar right now, because I really need to get my health back, because I'm really low on health right now. I really need to get my health back so badly. I may not be able to find it. I may just have to just go to that one area where I know of that actually has health. Because there is one particular area in one of these rooftops where you can find some health and restore it, but I don't think there's any more health anywhere else, so I may have to go to that rooftop I'm thinking of and maybe do so. It's the one that we have to go to anyway. It's where our compass and meter bar tells us to go to anyway, where we have to find where we fight more gang members, as well as find a guy that apparently we have to get answers from to know about the secret that Harry Osborn's looking for, so we have to go there. So I guess I may just have to, because it's the only way I can find health, I think, in this game. I'm not sure, but it's the only rooftop area, I believe, that has a red meter bar where we can get our health back, so I'm just going to go ahead and just get there. Yep, this is the only one. So that's the guy. So normally if we were Spider-Man, after we take those two gang members that were kind of guarding him, one of them has a gun, so we better watch out. If we were playing this as Spider-Man and after we defeat those two guys, we would get a cutscene where we would talk to that guy and confront him about Uncle Ben's killer, trying to figure out where he's at. But since we're the Green Goblin, and because the cutscene involves Spider-Man, we're not actually going to get a cutscene. It's just going to skip to it like we just got our answers right out of the gate, and the guy's just going to disappear and stuff. So a lot of the cutscenes that feature Spider-Man, as well as Norman Osborn's Green Goblin and more, will be removed when we play as Green Goblin in this game, because, you know, we're not Spider-Man and Norman Osborn's dead. So there's a lot of changes that do get made if you play the game as Green Goblin. So you'll see in a few minutes. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. I just thought I'd let you know. So watch out for guns. I think it's this guy. Nope, not this guy.
I'm gonna take you down. Why you like me now?
I think he shot me, but I'm good.
Tough guy, huh?
There he goes. So watch this. So yeah, see, the guy just disappears. The guy that was just running around trying to get away from us, he just disappears, and the music changes pretty much because it just skips the cutscene. And it doesn't even tell us to go to the warehouse either. Usually that would tell us that after we get answers from the guy as Spider-Man, but if you play the game as Spider-Man, you probably would already know what to do. But anyway, now that we got answers, now we can go to the warehouse and end this once and for all. Now, just to let you know, there are different levels in each game, so if you're wondering how I'm going to split this video up, I'm going to split it up into each level at a time. So whenever I complete one level, I'll finish the video there, and then I'll save it for the next level. So just thought I'd let you know. If you guys remember when I played this game as Spider-Man about a year ago, then you probably already know how it works, but I just thought I'd let you know. So there's the little icon right there. That's what we have to touch in order to complete it. I'm just going to slowly go down. So that's what I'm going to do. Each level I complete, I'll end the video there, and then I'll get into the next level. We'll save it for the next video. Now, it really wouldn't take you this long to complete it, 29 minutes, but because I just wanted to show you guys some stuff, that's why it took this long to complete it for me. But we're finished, so let's just go ahead and walk up to this little spider icon and complete the level. And that will do it. Yep, the Search for Justice. That's what the first level is called. So, we get some bonuses, it tells us what we did and all that stuff, and yep, that just gives us a little bit of bonus. And we can press continue, and we can actually save the game, which is for the best that we do, because we do need to save the game. I think in the camera slot where you can save your game, I think there's 9 different slots, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there is, so let's pick a slot. So yeah, let's do slot 7. And we press A to save it, and then, as you can see, we'll save it for the next game. But we're going to go back to the main menu, because now that I finished the first level, I'm going to end it off right here, y'all. So, hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. That was a bit of a long start to show you off how to play as Green Goblin, as well as show you what he's capable of and more. But I thought I should play it again to play as Green Goblin for you guys. I thought it would be fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. Once again, I'll be back with more videos and play more of the levels as Green Goblin, because I'm going to complete the whole game as Green Goblin. So I hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll get into the next level as the Green Goblin. I think it's called Warehouse Hunt. Yeah, Warehouse Hunt is what it's called. So stay tuned for the next video, and we'll get into the next level, ladies and gentlemen. But until then, I'm out of here, y'all. So hope you have a good one. That'll be it for today, guys. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike to give it a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video. To all you boys, men, and gals out there, boom, fist bumps go to all of you. And to all the girls, ladies, and women out there, kisses go to all of you. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day.